familiar with them. I'll make a few notes and just a few caveats within it. So it's essentially a 20-minute workout. You're trying to get through the rounds as many times as possible. I will have subs for double unders too if you don't necessarily want to do the double unders. Because we have been doing those a decent amount, and sometimes they're not as fun if you don't have the jump rope too. So it's essentially a double under, then 3 exercises, move back to double unders, 3 more exercises, and then you essentially just keep wrapping through. This is meant to be kind of a pretty tough one, pretty heavier one too. So kind of keep that in mind. If you have heavier weights, this would be an awesome time to use them or grab them too. If not, we'll do a little bit more burpees potentially. So kind of the difference with this one too is every single minute, and it'll happen a lot. So you're doing that 20 different times. Every minute, you're going to be doing either 2, 3, or 4 burpees. So I would suggest stick with 2. Do 3 or 4, only if you have a really light weight. So if you would normally use like a 45 for this and you're using a 25, then probably crank the burpees. But when I was going through this, my last 2 sets of burpees were essentially flop down to the ground, slowly walk myself back up, do about a ½ inch jump off the ground. So that's probably what they're going to turn into. But let's warm y'all up. I'm going to post this one more time because I think Jesus just popped in. And then we'll get you guys bumping. So let's get you all warmed up, ready to rock and roll. So to start off, just nice and easy, coming to an easy, simple little lunge for me too. So I'm gonna make a lot of notes on this workout to try to get the stimulus that we do want. So maybe when we do lunges later down the road, if you have a weight that's a little bit smaller too, maybe it's 20 lunge jumps. So 10 lunge jumps each side because we want to make these pretty challenging. Feet out nice and wide, reach back through those legs, open out nice and wide. So then the thrusters, same thing. We're going to do 20 regardless. We will adjust reps potentially the second time through, depending on where you're at too. Because maybe you have a weight that's way too heavy for you or something that's a lot heavier than you would use. We want to try to get you through this about 2 times. 3, 2, 1, relax, feet out wide. Nice, easy air squat forward. Bring the hands out in front for a little bit of balance if you want to too. Main goal, I just want you to move through that squat. We are going to be hitting those thrusters right out of the gate. Hydrate up before this, regardless of if you're outside or inside or in an Eddie Lacy jersey for some reason. Just get ready to rock and roll because this is going to be a long time frame and you're working pretty much that entire time. 3, 2, 1, relax. Just walk up, take a step forward, pull one knee into the chest, pull them on out to the outside just a little bit too. As you guys are stretching up too, just to make sure so I don't forget up towards the end, next week Friday will be July 3rd. So we're not going to have one on the 3rd. I'll probably send out an email early in the week and maybe do one on like Thursday if anybody wants to jump in. But just keep an eye out for an email that I'll send y'all if you guys want to do something. 3, 2, 1, relax. Come on down into just a hip thrust. So sit the butt back, squeeze those glutes forward for me each time. Really just want to try to fry and turn those glutes on. So then today too, for the double unders, 40 isn't going to necessarily be an insurmountable amount, but if you're going to be doing single unders, I want you to do 60. If you're going to be doing the double taps too, I want you to do 60 in that frame as well. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bend them on down. You're still in that almost same position. And I just want you to come into set of some Michael Phelps, German arm swings, whatever you guys want to call them. So starting to look at some of those movements too. Like I said, we've done them all before, but today kind of the focus is going to be really trying to adjust them maybe a little bit if you need to at all to try to really get the stimulus that we're shooting for. 3, 2, 1, relax. Take a step on back, stretch out through that upper body. Hands together, reach backward, stretch down through that whole front of the body too. We're going to move down into a pulling position coming up after this for a few exercises. So we're going to get you good and warmed up, and then we're just going to get right after this, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So coming on through, what I just want you to do, into a plank position, and I just want you to come into a shoulder tap. So you might need to shift the hips a little bit more right here, but slow, steady, controlled. Widen the feet out if you need to. Drop down to the knees if you need to, too. We're gonna stay down in this ground position for a little while too, so you can hang on down there after each exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Gonna reach through so you can drop on down to the knees now, just into this tabletop position. Reaching to the right with my left arm underneath, and then open out wide. So just start with one arm for now, and we'll switch in a bit. When you rotate and turn, I want you to turn that head and really try to open up as wide as possible too. So really turn out, good, good, good. When you turn, almost turn and look at that hand too, each time. If you guys are alternating, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll switch up in 3, 2, 1. Switch on up to the other side, same thing. This is a kind of a great move to do too, just during the workday, during the school day, anything too. So a lot of times we don't necessarily rotate or rotate through that torso to try to really help you open up a little bit wider. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So what I just want to see right now, you guys are up into a plank position. If you're going to do push-ups on your toes, bump them onto your toes too. But we're just going to go into a set of 20 seconds of push-ups. Take these slow, steady, move through that full range of motion. Nice and easy on that push-up. Do whatever scale you're going to be doing. 3, 2, 1, go. Elbows are in at about a 45-degree angle. We don't want them to flare too out to the side, but we don't have to keep them so tight to our body either. So on these push-ups too, you want to make them something that's challenging. If you can only do like 1 or 2 reps on your feet, going to be a little bit too challenging. 3, 2, 1, relax. But we don't want to just fly through them, so make them difficult for you. A couple more, and then we're going to stand you on back up. So down to the ground, what I just want to see, we're still in that plank position. We're just going to go into a burp. So it's essentially just a half burpee right here, feet out nice and wide. Walk the feet back one at a time if you want to, catching yourself down into a squat. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't worry about speed again. Spend a little bit more time down in that squat position too if you want to. Open those hips up nice and wide and try to use it as a little bit more of a stretch too. Good, good, good. We're gonna hit 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're gonna go through that just one more time. We're only gonna roll through it probably about 4 or 5 reps. So you're gonna hit into the burp this time. Boom, right from here, pause a second, and then come into a full jump up. So it's kind of an extreme burpee at that point, but we're only gonna do these for about 15 seconds. So don't worry about speed again. Catch yourself down into this burp, explode upward. 3, 2, 1, go. I want you to try to just get a little power jumping upward too. Really try to explode up through those ankles and the calves. 2, trying to really drive you up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You guys can stay standing now then too. Couple more, and then we're gonna start to move into those movements. So I want you to come into a speed skater, slow, steady, nice strong lateral motion. See how I'm bending down my knee a little bit too, both of them. Trying to activate through those glutes on the side. 3, 2, 1, go. Once we do about 20 seconds of these, we are going to try to scoot through and do about another 15 seconds at a quicker pace. So I'll let you know when that pops up, which is about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pick up that pace a little bit. Just trying to get the heart rate up a little bit more too. Bumping 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, so let's start off right here. Stagger the feet front to back. Quick little scissor kick. You're up on the balls of your feet the whole time. 20 seconds of these guys, and then we're gonna get into some of the movements. Punch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. So we're gonna practice these babies and then get you on in. So I think everybody kind of knows what all these movements are. We don't have anybody new today, so you guys are all pretty familiar with them, but I am still gonna go through them quickly. So double unders are the biggest key. If you guys want, come through into a high knee, 2. So if you don't necessarily wanna do the double unders, you can feel free to give me a high knee, but what I want you to really try to do, since that double under is a pretty high skill movement, focus on a nice strong high knee the whole time, because we want to make it pretty challenging. So if you're going to do those, give me 60 high knees, so it's 30 each leg. If you're going to do single unders, you're doing 60 single unders. If you're going to do the penguin taps, you're going to do 60 of those too. If you're doing double unders, you're shooting for 40 of them. So right now what I just want, we're going to go 20 seconds. Start working through whatever scale you're going to be doing. If you have your jump rope, grab them right now. Start and do a set of nice and easy 20 double unders, 20 seconds of double unders, or move into the high knees, single unders, or the jumps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So trying to think too, hey, how tired do I get after doing 20 of these versus 40 of these or 60 of these? Things like that. So you want to kind of know, hey, those thrusters probably going to gas me quite a bit, but maybe the sit-ups, I can rest a little bit more during that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to come back, do just a couple more sets of those, but let's move on. Grab your weights. So if you have 2 weights, this is a great time to use them. Avi, I think that 50 will be good for you too. So couple options. Thruster, essentially holding a weight at the chest, squat yourself down, press it up above that head. If you have to, I want you to try to go a little bit heavier on this one too. So I'm squatting down, pressing those bells high up above that head. If I only have one, I'm holding right here at that chest, boom, press them up above that head. So like I said, try to use a little heavier weight. You might need to break these up into 2, but if you only have the lighter ones, crank through them. So let's go through 10 reps of those. Practice them on out. Get yourself loose a little bit. 3, 2, 1, giddy up. Nice full squat down. What we really want to focus on too on these, not that half squat, coming all the way down. Boom, drive yourself up. So we're trying to come kind of below that knee crease. Once you finish 10, you guys can just relax. So we're trying to get below that knee crease, but if for some reason you're limited in your mobility and you can only come to here, that's fine. So exercise number 2, let's drop yourselves down. We're gonna scoot down, and I just want you to go 5 push-ups at a slow, consistent pace. So ready yourself back up again. Make sure you're finding that scale that you're gonna be doing. Slow down, slow and control upward too. Arms are gonna be tired from pressing that weight up above the head during these push-ups, but we wanna still make sure they're really solid. 3, 2, 1, boom, relax. Okay, so lunges coming on up. If you have weights, we wanna do these weighted too. Once again, we're trying to go a little bit heavier here with it. So you can hold them farmer's carry style if you want. You can also hold them up into that rack position. If I hold it right here on my chest, that's going to inhibit my breathing a lot. So I probably want you to hold out to the side or right on off to here. If you have one weight, hold them at the chest. But I want to just see 4 lunges each leg for me. Hold that weight, pop them on the back if you have a bag. Otherwise, 8 total lunges right now. 3, 2, 1, go. I generally find that I like moving lunges a lot more for me. Kind of find that I can activate my glutes a little bit more too. So feel free to move around anytime you want. Walk around the space. Even if you have a little bit of space, that's fine. Just keep them cranking. 3, 2, 1, boom. If you didn't finish those babies up, that's fine. So we're gonna grab over, keep your weights into a bent row. Skipping the sit-ups for now. Biggest key with that bent row is I want the back nice and straight for me right here. So one big key here is if you have a really, really light weight and you can just kind of crank through the reps, I'm gonna have you do 20 rows each arm. So that's either 20 rows at the same time. If you have something that's a little bit heavier, go 20 total, so it's 10 each side. So I used 45 pounds for this workout, and 10 each side was kind of enough for me. But if you have maybe a bag or a sandbag or something, and you can rep through them, do 20 total reps, so with both arms. So let's bump through. Give me 10 reps of just those bent over rows, and then we'll kind of get on into them a little bit more. We're gonna move on to the snatches next. So like Kenna, it'll take you a little bit longer, but I would suggest cranking out, I'd probably go, you don't wanna do 40 reps. You don't wanna spend so much time on these rows too, just by doing 40 reps. So even if you have a light weight and it's taking you ages to do 40 total, just stick with 20, that's fine. So last movement we have, you're going into a snatch. Initially I had this as a ground to overhead, but I want to try to do it a little bit tougher, try to make you use just one arm. So if you have a dumbbell, from the ground, pulling it up above that head, arms nice and straight, back down, switch up arms. If you have a really heavy dumbbell for some reason, you can also come here into this squat, essentially just a ground to overhead. So if you have a bag, same thing. Just tap it down to the ground, boom, bring them up above the head. Guys have all done these before, but let's crank out 10 right now, 10 right now. So when we get into this, count, pop the weight down whenever you guys are ready to rock and roll. When you finish those 10, keep that weight nice and tight to the body too. So when we get into this, like I said, if you know right out of the gate that this weight, kind of I wish I had something heavier to use, or I can just fly through some of these movements, I'm throwing out the thrusters with no problem, I would suggest doing 4 burpees each minute instead of the 2. If you have something that's middle weight or heavier weight, definitely stick with the 2 burpees every minute. So the way this is gonna go, I'm gonna start, say 3, 2, 1, giddy up. You guys start with the double unders, and then you move right to the thrusters. You move right to the push-ups after that, right to the lunges, back to the double unders. Once you get through the snatches, you're gonna come back and essentially just go through it again. So I'm gonna keep an eye on everybody too. If you finish your first round, so you finish the snatches or ground to overhead at past 10 minutes, so if it's like 11 minutes and we're past halfway, I'm gonna have you decrease all the reps down to 15. So then I want everybody to try to get through this twice if they can, if that makes sense. Every single minute, this speaker will beep too, and you're dropping down, giving me 2 burpees. So like I said too, once I got through the thrusters, and I think I was at 12 thrusters, my first burpees, hey, they're pretty slow too, right from here, but then once we were at about 18, I was down here, lay on the ground for a bit, kind of walk myself up and into that positioning. So sometimes you'll say, man, I don't not want to do these burpees right now, but other times it'll seem like we want to get into it and actually get a little bit of rest. So if you guys have any questions, pop them on in. Otherwise, 20 minutes. I'll try to give you a countdown each minute too. The kind of key component with these burpees too is that it really stops all of your momentum, so you have to completely restart. So there was a time or two when I was at like 18 reps, but then the clock hit, had to go do the burpees, pick the weights back up or pick the jump rope back up. Just makes it a little bit tougher right from there. But otherwise, if you don't have any issues, get on after them. The sit-ups are gonna give you a little bit more of a breather too, but don't just use that to slow down. V-ups are gonna be a little bit tougher than a full sit-up, so feel free to hit those if you want to too. Otherwise, let's start in about 10 to 30 seconds. Grab your water right now if you got them, and we'll get on through. 20-minute running clock that whole time. That's all we're rocking through today. So get on after them. Ready yourself up, jump rope, ready to rock and roll. 60 high knees, and make sure if you're doing those high knees that they're nice and strong up. Knees are nice and high. If you're hitting the double unders, crank them. 5, 4, 3, wait, this guy counts down, I always forget. 3, 2, 1, go. So regardless of where you're at, every single time, if you're just about to finish double unders and that clock buzzes, you're down into 2 burpees. You start right back off where you're at. So hopefully everybody knows how to count today. We only got 15 seconds done. Like I said, some of these rounds, that minute's gonna seem like it's taking forever. Some of them are gonna fly by. Sometimes that burpee is actually a little bit of a good little rest too. We're halfway done on this one, I'll kind of keep you up to date. Thrusters are up next. Strong little squat through. So if you have a light weight too, and you're getting through it and you can just be cranking these babies out, you guys got 10 seconds left. Just try to get through it as many times as you can. Doing well right out of the gate though. This first minute seemed like it took a long time, but we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, drop them down. 2 or 4 burpees. You can feel free to too. Like I said, if you have a heavier weight, I would definitely not suggest more than 2 burpees as Jesus goes down for his 3rd one. You're right back into it. You're right back into that workout. So now this time you're really only going to have like 45 seconds to work or 50 seconds to work, something like that. So you'll get more and more tired that whole time. You can feel free to adjust the burpees too. When I went into this workout and I wrote it, I was like 4, going to be easy, be able to get them done in 10 seconds. No problem. That was not even close. After the thrusters, you guys are doing lunges or you're doing push-ups. Your push-ups coming right up after the lunges. 15 seconds here. Thrusters, push-ups, lunges are the first 3 exercises. Thrusters, push-ups, lunges. Rolling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 burpees down, toss that weight wherever it is. Try to stick consistent with this one. 2 to 4. Ken, I'd probably say you want to do somewhere 3 or 4 burpees each time. Maybe don't go nuts with 4 because that does turn into 80 burpees, but 3 is pretty feasible for the first round. You can always drop that baby down too, like I said. So we got thrusters, push-ups, lunges. You're just trying to stick with it. Stick strong in that lunge too. Chest is up nice and tall. Then you always come back. After 3 exercises, you come back and hit another set of double unders each time. Good presses, Abby, good presses. Stick steady with that baby. Nice and strong with that 50. Use those legs to help come on up. We got 15 seconds left. Give me a few more reps of those. Oh, he's down to the push-ups. Good. Fight to get as many of those push-ups as you can in these 5 seconds. And then get moving on to the burpees. Push strong for me, guys. 2, 1, back down into your burpees. Back down to those burpees. Might be better too. You usually don't have to just crank through the burpees as quick as you can. Walk through 1 foot at a time and back up. Those arms, program this so those arms are going to be a little bit more tired after the push-ups. You just hit all those thrusters. You just hit all those push-ups too. Going to be pretty decently tough. Strong lunge, Jesus. Like I said, once you get to the lunges too, if you have a really light weight, 20 lunge jumps might be a better sub for you than just the lunges. So then Darylyn, you're up at the lunges. After those lunges, you crank back into the double unders, then you change exercises. Good work, Al. Stick strong. Just trying to stay consistent too this whole time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down into the burpees. So I think a big key with this workout is not necessarily that I'm going 100% the entire time, but each of these movements is quite different than the others. So you should be able to go at a pretty decent pace that whole time. Good work, Peggy. So you got sit-ups or V-ups next, bent rows, snatches, and ground overhead. Good. So after you hit the lunges, come back to the double unders. First 3 exercises are done. The next 3 exercises are those sit-ups or V-ups, bent rows, and then the snatches or the ground to overhead. Rest as you need to too, because we still got a long time to go. Don't burn yourself out in these first 5-10 minutes. Y'all are probably going to just completely lose track of where we are. Don't worry, I did too. Bumping out another 5 seconds, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom. Get on after him, get on after him. Sometimes too, it may be a little bit of a good idea just to drop the weight down a few seconds early on this one, take a little bit of rest, and then get into the 2 burpees. After that second set of double unders, boom, you guys are cranking through into the sit-ups or V-ups. Good work, Jesus. Good work. Keep on at him. Keep on at him. If you guys are doing single bent rows, so Abby and Jesus, I don't know how heavy yours is, crank through. Try not to rotate too much, but try to keep the core tight, tight, tight. I don't want you to kind of lawnmower pull it out. Fight through. Maybe you only do 5 on each side, but keep the core strong, strong, strong so you don't rotate just too much. 3, 2, 1, boom. Go. Burpees down, burpees down. If you started with 3 burpees, try to keep on cranking them. Good, Jesus. Good work, good work, good work. Fighting on through them. Jesus, since you have 1 kettlebell, I want you to come here. You're essentially cleaning it to the chest into a press for the ground to overhead. Since a kettlebell snatch is going to be a lot different than a ground snatch. So pull it from the top, clean it to the chest, press it above the head. Essentially going into a ground to overhead. Good. Daryl and 2, if you want, those are lighter. If you want to go in the middle, do 30 rows as opposed to 40. 40 is going to get pretty wild doing that many reps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees again, burpees again. Guys are coming up on 13 rounds done. So we're about 7 minutes done. So like I said, I'll let you know if you're getting close to the end to decrease reps that second round. Otherwise, you're sticking with them the same. Big key on those rows, even though they might not necessarily be too crazy challenging for some of you with your weight, my back is nice and straight this entire time. Just because you're fatigued, don't let yourself fall down. We don't want to be doing rows all the way from here. Control that weight on the way down too. $15 seconds. Huge key here too, control your breathing. So when I got back to the second set of lunges, I just said, I'm gonna slow myself down a little bit, take a big, deep inhale, exhale with each rep. 3, 2, 1, burpees again. Make sure y'all are hitting those burpees each time. So even if you maybe need to take a full minute off one time and you say, I'm only gonna do 3 push-ups this minute, that's fine. If you think you need a little bit more rest, take it. I'm just going to keep yammering on this entire 20 minutes. Fight, fight, fight through as much as you can. Kenna, when you get back to the thrusters, I might say do 30 of them the second round. So you might even want to increase the reps, especially on something like the thrusters and the push-ups and the lunges. I think you can crank through them. On those snatches, fight as much as you can. Chest up nice and tall. Pull with those legs. Power yourself up. Once you finish those rows too, you're in this bent position, a little tougher to breathe, open yourself on up, take some huge deep breaths. 10 seconds left. Try to get a couple reps in. Always good to start a rep or 2 before you transition into the next one. 3, 2, 1, boom, go. Burpees down, burpees down. Here's a point 2, walk those feet back. I like Abby and Jesus. You guys essentially just look like your shadows at this point. Abby, if you're just rolling through the rows with 1 weight, I think that's a fine number. I think it's a fine key. So stick with that. Push through into the snatches. Try to get over to that one quick. Try to get over. Finish those rows up. Give me a few snatches before we get into that second set too. Core's nice and strong, nice and strong. A little more bend in those knees too, Abby. Pump it out for another 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Good push, Darylyn. Good squat, good squat. There you go, Abby. Good. Couple reps on in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down into the burpees. Welcome back, Jesus. Guys are rolling up on halfway, so we got 10 minutes left here. 10 minutes left. Some of you are getting close to finishing on up that first round. Oh, Kevin pulling the jump rope out. I didn't know you'd been using a jump rope that whole time. Keep them rolling, Peggy, too. So you're on those thrusters. Try to make it back through one last time. Good, Kenna, too. Good, good, good. Kenna, I'm going to push you. Knock out 30 thrusters. 20 of everything else. So just repeat the same number, 30 of those thrusters. Abby, when you get back through, I'd probably bump down everything down to 15 reps. Try to make them through just one last time. 5 more seconds, 5 more seconds. Great job, y'all. Keep at them. 2 and 1. Boom, down into those burpees, down to those burpees. Here's where it really starts to turn into a grind, y'all. So it looks like a lot of you are moving on to that second round. Stick with them at 20 or bump down to 15, kind of your choice too. You know where you're at, but just trying to get through it. Get through it as much as you can. If you think, hey, there's 15 seconds left, I'm really tired, try to transition quick from one exercise to the next. So when you finish the lunge or the push-ups, stand up. Just give me a few lunges, even if there's only 10, 15 seconds left. Try to get a few in, and then you can use those burpees even. I found it was kind of good to use the burpees as just a little bit of a rest, because I do them super slowly. So take your time in the burpees if you need them. 3, 2, 1, boom, back on down, back on down. Darylyn, you're still flying through those babies. Good work, good work. I was going to say, Peggy, I didn't know why you were grabbing your jump rope, but I was like, she probably knows where she's at. I'm just going to let her go for it. Good, Kenna, too. Strong push-ups that whole time. I would suggest really trying to fight. If you started on your toes, try to finish on your toes, too. Maybe if that means you're only doing reps of 4 or 5, that's fine. I think the first set of push-ups I did after the thrusters, I did like 6 in a row, and I was totally cashed out already. But try to grind yourself on this one. This one's a real rough, long grind. Pumping 5 more seconds. Finish a few more reps, then get into those burpees. Try to close that set out. 2, 1, boom. Burpees down, burpees down. Be sure too, like I said, if you're outside and you all of a sudden know, whoa, I'm feeling a little bit worse than normal, step on inside, slow yourself down, make sure you catch some water. We're on 7 rounds left, 7 rounds left. Still giving me that same burpee jump each time, even though if it's only like a ½ inch off the ground. Now after those lunges, Peggy, you got those double unders. Boom, try to get through them. One more round, one more round. Keep fighting, Jesus, keep fighting. Doing a great job. I'm just gonna assume that's a 60-kilo kettlebell that you're using. Keep at him too, Abby. Keep at him too. Don't worry about turning your microphone on mute. Just get rolling.
I'm tired.
2, 1, boom. Burpees again. Burpees again. I know this is a grind of a workout, y'all. We're getting close to that end. So we're getting close to that end. Like I said, just try to keep moving. Try to keep on fighting. Limit your rest. If you're going to be resting, limit them to like 5 or 10 seconds if you can. Fight as much as you can too. Core's nice and tight for me as well. Keep at him, Noah. Keep at him. Good lunges, Kevin. Just grind those babies on out. We're almost done. Almost done. Kenna, I think you can finish through that second half too. Don't have too much time left. I think we got 6 minutes, 6 or 7 to push through, but just keep grinding, keep grinding. Big, deep breath. Those lunges are a great opportunity. You're up nice and tall. Slow them down into a nice, steady breath. Push out for 5 more seconds. We're back to the burpees. Couple double unders, Abby. There you go, bud. That's good, 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 good. Boom. Back down to the burpees. Back down to the burpees. Great job, Abby. Just getting a few reps in. That's kind of, I think, a mental game too, just to try to fight it a little bit. This burpee's looking a little more unbalanced from folks, just kind of womping around a little bit. That's fine. Like I said, take these a little easier too if you need them. If you're at the point, bump these reps down to 15 if you need them. Kevin, I think you can get down and finish those last 3 exercises too. So knock out the jump ropes and crank them on down to the end. Doing well, doing well, doing well. Keep at those double unders, Noah. Looking solid, looking solid. I see that pacing going well. There you go. That a boy, that a boy. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left. If you guys finish 2 full rounds, once you get to your 3rd round, have everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees down, burpees down. So then, Darylyn, looks like you're on the sit-ups too. If you get all the way to the back, 20 double unders, 10 thrusters, 10 push-ups to try to crank through. Not a lot of people going to make it there, and that's what we're kind of shooting for. That's what we're shooting for. Keep grinding, guys. Keep grinding. Abby, your option too with that 50. If you want to come through here and use both arms into the thruster too, do the full 20, go for it. Your choice. Still going to be tough as heck if you just crank through the 50. Chest is nice and tall. Core is nice and strong too. Keep at them, guys. Good rows, Peggy too. Same thing, Peggy. Once you get back, have everything. You're only going to be working for about another probably 2 minutes or so into that 3rd set. But try to get through as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, go. Burpees down, burpees down. We're getting close to that end, y'all, close to that end. You got 3 minutes left. Good fight, Jesus, too, good. Keep at him, keep at him. Jesus, fight as much as you can to get into those cleans. So get those kettlebells, transition right into a few of those ground to overheads. Pushing them up, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Great job, Darylyn. Come on back. Once you hit that 3rd round, have those reps. Ah, she's right into it. Good work, good work. Fight at him, Jesus. Couple more reps before we get into the burpees. You guys got 10 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Ben, goal is to finish up, get through those rows. 3, 2, 1, burpees down, burpees down. Trying to hit these now as quick as you can. We only got a couple left. Pumping out for another 2 minutes, y'all, 2 minutes. Finish strong right here. Get through that exercise that you're on, get into the next one. I know y'all are tired, but push through, push what you can. Get to that next exercise. We got 40 seconds left right here. Kenna, you better fly through those snatches to get into that last set. Same thing, Jesus. There you go. Good presses, good presses. Darylyn, now your goal is to try to only do 10. Try to do them all in 1 round and just push through. So try to go right into those push-ups. Get through the 10 as quick as you can. Strong finish, Noah, strong finish. Same thing, Ben. Get through these double unders. Knock on into some of those sit-ups. 10 seconds left for me. 10 seconds. You're bumping through 1 more set of burpees. Last set of burpees right here. Almost done, Kevin. Fight through. 2, 1, boom. Burpees down, burpees down. Final round here, so just try to push. Try to push what you can. Stick consistent for me, too. You don't have to all of a sudden go crazy fast right here. I know you're tired, but just stick steady with that pacing. Can knock all those 20 out. You got 38 seconds to do it. Same thing, Peggy. Get through these thrusters, crank down right into a few set of push-ups. Couple lunges for me, Abby, 30 seconds. Keep those lunges coming that whole time. Your goal now is to not stop moving. Even if you slow down just a little bitsy, you can slow on down, but keep cranking, keep cranking. Jesus, couple more reps. Hit out. Looks like he's going to do double unders. 15 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Finish strong, y'all. Awesome job with those lunges, Abby, too. Good work, Kevin. Couple reps left. 3, 2, 1, and bada bing. Relax, relax, relax. Ease yourself down. Catch a breather, catch a breather. Super job, y'all. Super job. How'd you guys feel on that? Unmute yourself, post some stuff up in the comments too, because I thought when I did that today, I thought that was, it got really rough really quickly. But I think everybody knew kind of what, you guys seem like you balanced yourselves pretty well too, depending wise on like what weight you were using versus how quickly you were moving too. So awesome job with it, awesome job. Yes, Peggy, I think it is way too hot outside. I would definitely agree on that one. I think, it's crazy too if you think where it's, if you're used to the heat, it's easy. Yes, Abby, I would agree. Definitely agree as well. I cranked through the first set of double unders. I'm like, this is rolling well. And then I did the thrusters pretty well too. I flew through them, but then I said, like, I think my first set of push-ups, I think I did 6 in a row. And then I needed to flop down and take a break. And I was like, this is going to get hard. But I think too, if you're in Eugene or if you're really in anywhere else too, working out in the heat, especially if you're not used to it, it's going to hit you hard. So really be cognizant of it. I remember when I was in grad school back in Florida, kind of the first day I went there, it was about 100 degrees and I was about done after 20 minutes. But then after a year and a half there, it's like your body adapts pretty well and pretty quickly to it too. So maybe ease yourself into it a little bit if you're working out outside. But awesome job with that one. Let's stretch you on out a little bit, guys. Then we'll get you out of here. So roll one leg across the body and just pull that knee into the chest. 2. I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with everybody's burpees still throughout the whole workout. It seemed like you guys were moving a lot more quickly than I was on some of those burpees. And the jumps were a lot more impressive too. That's same foot's gonna be right here. Turn and rotate out through that side. Jesus, what kettlebell were you actually using? Sorry, I just cut you off and shunned you throughout the workout.
It's 22 kilos, so 48 pounds.
So yeah, solid 44. That's solid. 45 actually. 22 kilos?
It's 48 pounds.
I think once we come back in fall, Jesus, I'm going to need to take a look at that kettlebell because I don't think I've ever seen or heard of a 22-kilo kettlebell. I can't see anything there. Oh, okay. I am completely wrong. I will eat dirt on that one. I don't know where you got that from, but that's kind of wild. Relax.
It was like a weird website.
Rotate out. What were you saying?
It was a weird website I'd never heard of. I was kind of scared to make the purchase because it was expensive too, but it came through. It's really nice.
Got it for you, yeah. Feet out wide and just let yourself lean and hang on forward too. I'll mention them a lot, but a lot of times in that snatch or like a pull from the ground to overhead, especially if we're tired or trying to move more quickly, it can get challenging to not just use our back. So on a workout like this especially, it's really key to kind of slow down a little bit. Boom, focus on keeping that chest up nice and tall. Relax, let's stand you on up. Feet out wide again. And lean on down to one side. Peggy, I guess too, you probably don't have air conditioning either if you're in Eugene. Relax, switch them out to the other side. I just thought of that, yeah, because I know a lot of like the student housing and just a lot of houses in Eugene in general just don't have air conditioning still. And I know it can get pretty rough on these 85, 90-degree days. Relax. Last couple, and we'll get John out of here. Pulling back, one quad through. Like I'll say pretty much all the time too, just hitting these few stretches at the end of the workout. Not gonna do too crazy much for you, but it is good to maybe do something like this throughout the rest of the day too, especially if you're not too active during the day or too active during the week. Switch them up. So maybe if you are doing 1 or 2 workouts a week and you feel a lot more sore during some of those. So 1 o'clock right now, maybe at like 3 o'clock, go through a few more of just kind of those dynamic stretches. Again, like sitting down into that deep squat, into the moon to sky 2. If anybody wants to look at YouTube at 3 o'clock and do this again, or do the workout or do the warm up again, feel free to. But otherwise, awesome job today, everybody. Reminder, we won't have class next week, Friday. So I think what I'm probably just going to do is, I mean, heck, maybe even just see if people, I think everybody's in Eugene mostly at this point. See if you guys want to just meet around, sorry, Jesus, we'll let you into. See if you either just want to meet around on a track or a field at the rec too, or just do like a Thursday at noon or a Thursday at 3. We'll kind of see. I'll just shoot out an email. If you can come, awesome. Otherwise, you can tune in on YouTube. Otherwise, have a fantastic Friday and weekend. Thank you, everybody, for coming on in. Awesome work. See you next week, hopefully. Adios.